Hey guys, my name is NosferKitty and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. It has been a hot minute and I fully apologize, but I needed to take a break and then I got sick, and then I got sick again, and then I adopted a little babby who you'll probably hear in the background. He's been kind of meowy and, so if there's any, whining, scratching, whatever, those are kitty noises, and I apologize. But we're just gonna go right on and load up the game. Hi, Vlad. Where did I leave? Okay, so it's on the first page, so it's gotta be this one. Okay, here we go. My eyes fluttered open. I felt like I had been having an intense dream, but as soon as I tried to remember, the image faded away. But more importantly, there was a gnawing, awful ache in my gut. Hunger pains had woken me up again, apparently. Charisse, I forgot that's how you're supposed to pronounce her name, was probably expecting a report on Alusha today, so I needed to pay the club a visit. But I had to feed first. Even as a vampire, breakfast was obviously still the most important meal of the day. I guess we could drink from David. This'll be a first. I knocked on the adjoining door between my room and David's, unlocking my side. Within moments I heard a muffled "coming" and some various hasty shuffling. "I'm here, mistress." Within moments, David eagerly presented himself in my room, trembling with excitement. Come here. I need a drink from you. I think that's outside. There's beeping. Thank you. As soon as I sank my fangs into him again, his sweet blood started to soothe my hunger. I'm not making that noise. Like before, he seemed to enjoy it even more than I did. But this time I controlled myself so he didn't end up unconscious, only pleasantly dazed. After I drank my fill, I took David back to his room to rest. It was really convenient having him here, and he seemed to love our new arrangement. Full of fresh energy, I emerged into the cool night air. Charisse's car wasn't around, so I had to hail a taxi to take me to the club. This is running much nicer than it was before. The abattoir looked just like it had during my last visit, only less crowded. Plenty of people still slithered around, grinding on each other and making out in dark corners, but it looked like I was too early for peak hours. Still, setting foot back here brought back a torrent of memories from that night. I came here without a clue that I'd soon be stepping into another world. Yet now, instead of being overwhelmed by all the human and inhuman predators hiding in plain sight, I almost felt like I was becoming one of them. Honey, you are! Hey there, darling. Tap at my voice, tap at my voice. Oh, it is early. Tap at my shoulder, followed by the sultry voice in my ear, jolting me out of my thoughts. Hi. Ooh, I like you. We need to talk to Randall. Can we make this kind of a ooh, hi? I turned to see a woman confidently smirking up at me, her head tilted coyly to one side. Oh, sorry if I startled you. Bit hard to get people's attention over the music, though. Pleasure to meet you, beautiful. Damn. A charmer, I see. Real or fake, compliments are always nice to hear. Pleasure's all mine. Not every day someone sweet and good-looking walks in here. The girl fired out her response like a machine gun spray, speaking so fast I could barely keep track of what she'd said. She wasn't overly energetic. In fact, her posture reminded me of a languid cat. But it was as if her thoughts flowed directly to her mouth, coming out in a constant stream. Anyway, I know what you are. I've met enough vampires to pick them out in a crowd by now. Aw, she's human. Really? What makes you think I'm a vampire? She raised a hand to her mouth, stifling a little snicker. There's no need to play coy, darling. I was the favorite pet of one until recently, and she taught me how to keep a secret. Oh, that's right. Introductions. No wonder you were looking at me all confused. I'm Alusha, one of the managers of this little playpen. I hope I'm saying your name right, sweetie. And you are? I'm Callie, but you can call me whatever your heart desires. Ooh, Randall's gonna get mad. He's gonna get so mad. Anything my heart desires, you say? I'll have to think of something special just for you, then. Callie. Well, I'm just tickled to meet you, Callie. And I really, truly want to get to know you better. But first, could you do little old me a favor? Of course, just name it. You see, there's this Mavar hanging around the bar. Sweet boy most of the time, but tonight he's making a bit of a fuss. He and his group are, well, provoking some of the other vampires. Trying to argue with them, stirring up house rivalry. I'm all about free speech, but my club is supposed to be neutral ground, you see, so it's not the type of thing I want going on. Could you be a dear and intervene before anything nasty happens? Sure, I'll do my best. I'm sure your best is plenty, darling. Good luck. With a cheerful grin, Alusha gently, that was me second guessing her name again, gently shooed me towards the bar, pointing to a gathering of figures by the edge. There were quite a few of them, so fighting probably wasn't the smartest idea. I approached a little cautiously, trying to overhear what they were talking about. Oh, you're cute too, what the fuck? How can you even go along with that? Don't you see he's controlling you? You might be afraid to talk about your leader, but I'm not. One of the Mavar growled out accusingly, his eyes full of passionate anger. He looked vaguely familiar. I must have seen him at the beach house with Randall. I like plenty of Golgotha, but if you support that kind of guy, you need to take another look at yourself. You know what I'm saying is true, don't you? Some of the others at the bar averted their gazes, obviously not wanting to be pulled into the conflict. And Yui's sorry. You know Charisse is no different. Turning new vampires just to have more soldiers for her cause? It's fucking disgusting! Vlad. Making so much noise. Nick's right. It really is disgusting. Yeah! And Randall? He'd never do something like that. Mutters of agreement rose from the group behind the man. Nick. Ooh, you pretty. The bartender spoke up hesitantly, but the Mavar, whose name was Nick, by the way, by the sound of brain, please. By the sound of it, kept going. You kind of got a bit of a puby beard, but you're cute. And now that she's showing her true colors, you still won't join us? It's not even about politics. It's about doing what's right. Uh-oh. He's in trouble. When our eyes met, Nick paused, doing a double take at me. Ah, damn. You aren't the new girl. Aren't you the new girl? The one who just got turned? One and only. Do you want an autograph? Yeah, no thanks. I just wanted to make sure it was you. As Nick's focus settled on me, I noticed a few other looks thrown my way. Surprised, curious, wary. Like they were busy deciding whose side I was on. Hey, you're a Mavar too, right? You heard what I said back there? I've been trying to get any of these Isari or Gulls to stand up for themselves. You know, tell me why I should stand for the shit their leaders want to pull on us. Laws about whether we can act like vampires or not. Killing people who step out of line. Forcing everyone to keep their mouths shut. Sometimes feels like Mavar are the only vampires who care about our freedom. Choices. Look, all of these are really good. This one is the one I would totally go for, but sorry, I really don't give a shit. This is neutral ground, so lay off. Seriously? That's all you've got to say? What do you want me to say? Sure? You're right? Well, yeah. Yeah, well, you could act like you care about other vampires. He let out a passionate sigh, ruffling the back of his shaggy hair. I'm not here to stir up trouble just for the hell of it, but sometimes you gotta push a situation to get any results. This is a coven. We're like an organism. Everything affects everything else. And you're part of it now, Callie. You understand that, right? I'll take a stand for my beliefs when I think it's the right time. You will, huh? Well, that makes me feel better. At least I know you can stand up for yourself and you didn't get brainwashed by Charisse. I know I'm wasting my non-existent breath on the Isarian Gauls here. But you seem smart enough to not buy the bullshit. We were about to head back to the beach anyway. I think you should come by there sometime. Less of her cronies running around. Alright, come on. Oh, alright, come on guys. Let's get out of here. Got a line from the Lost Boys stuck in my head. Thank you very much. As Nick offered, I noticed the Isarian Golgoths are giving me long, disapproving looks. But the Mavar flashed me warm grins on their way out, a few of them patting my shoulder as they passed by. Oh hey, it's the corner where I got, like, pinned and bit. Leaving the bar behind, I wandered back through the dance floor, searching for Alusha. Spotted her standing by the wall, chatting with a man in something very close to a gimp suit. She quickly waved him off as I moved closer, welcoming me with a bright smile. Seems like your diplomacy did the trick, darling. Very nice. Now that you've taken care of that nasty business, why don't you tell me what you really came here to say? I'm all ears. She leaned in close enough to comfortably talk without shouting over the music, and I caught a whiff of a rosy perfume. I came to negotiate an information deal. A deal? Whose deal? Just what kind of information? This sounds a bit ominous. Charisse wants to know about the vampire meetings and fights here. It is. Charisse wants you to spy on the vampires here. Charisse? Oh, right. Charisse. Yes, my mistress always called her Queen Bitch, like Randall seems so fond of doing. So, Locke wants to know what happens around the club, is that it? It's true, a lot of your folks come in here, usually looking for a quick bite. She has good timing. A week ago, I wouldn't have been able to say yes. My mistress, Jackie, she hated luck. Thought she was the devil in the dress. But then she disappeared. Haven't seen her since, so I assume she's dead. No need to shed any tears for me. I didn't much like her anyway. But she did leave me in a tight spot. Alusha had to pause for a breath, so I took the rare opportunity to say something. You're in a tight spot. Why? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Alusha winked coyly at me, twirling one strand of hair around a finger. Well, the truth is, the delightful feeling of being fed upon can easily start to become a little addictive. In fact, the only reason I stuck around my mistress for so long was because I needed my fix, so to speak. Vlad. Hey. Hello. This cat, dude. It's been quite awful without it. You've no idea. So, I need someone to take a bit of blood from me now and then. No strings attached. Just a win-win for giver and taker. It didn't take a genius to see what she was getting at. I could send someone over to help you. How thoughtful. You wouldn't mind? I promise you'll have a friend forever in this girl. Alusha doesn't forget cuties or help her out. Then I'll ask Charisse to sort it out. Don't worry. Thank you so much, darling. Anytime you need something, you know who to call. Oh, and you could you make sure they're cute? The vampire who gets sent over would really be the cherry on top. She beamed at me in delight, clearly thrilled by the new arrangement. Ah, before I forget about the deal. Hollywood Heights Hotel is her headquarters, right? I'll give it a call tonight. See about setting up that little agreement. But for now, I need to be getting back to work, I'm afraid. Come by again as soon as you can. Come by again. Come by again. Brain, please, it's early. I know. Thanks again for everything. You've got a real pluckiness to you. I bet you're gonna go far one day. I hope so. Bye, Alusha. Alusha blew a kiss at me before turning around, sauntering back towards the Mather-free bar. And with that, my job was finished. And with that, we're gonna stop here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or any game suggestions, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I will see what I can do about playing games, because my computer's not always very, so agreeable. And please feel free to subscribe if you're not already, because I'd love to have you around, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!